In this episode, I will go over how the upcoming changes to ranked play earnings will affect those of us who use automated services to play their accounts. If this sounds interesting to you, please stand by. Hey, all you Splinterheads, welcome back. Bronze Dragon here, saying thanks for dropping by. I appreciate your time. First, right off the bat, I want to say I'm going to have an important announcement at the end of this show. So if you're not interested right now about how the impending changes in ranked play and the earnings are going to affect those of us who use bot services, go ahead and skip forward and at least you'll get to the announcement. Otherwise, thanks for hanging in there with me for this discussion because I think it affects a lot of us. With that said, if you like these kind of discussions, please hit a like and a subscribe and click that bell, you know, all the typical YouTube things. I don't say it a whole lot, but it does help us out. Putting these videos forward towards more people on YouTube doesn't just help us YouTubers out. It helps the game as a whole. And I have a whole episode I want to go into this, but suffice it to say, the more we get Splinterlands out there and other Hive games, because it helps not just Splinterlands, but the whole Hive structure as well. But before I go off on a tangent on that, let's go ahead and stick to the topic at hand. Okay, so we talked about all the news that was dropped in, I want to say all hands because that's what we call big meetings, but the town hall yesterday, and I dropped a video last night with my first thoughts on the matters. And I was working out this morning as usual. I had Dwayne's newest video on. I was listening to what he had to say, and he had some good thoughts. Okay, so let's look over here. I'm not going to, go over what he said, but check this out. I'll leave a link in the show notes. Okay, move to modern now. Okay, that's his newest video right now. So, the takeaway that I got from his video was the fact that when the upcoming changes take effect, the disparity between modern and wild after the changeover is going to be so great in earnings, that it's going to be worth it to at least consider shutting your bot off and playing in modern because of the wide price disparity. At this point in time, it's going to be roughly 10 times, and whenever the changes take effect, it's going to be even more, right? Just a rough comparison last week, I was getting about 0.5 SPS per win off of my bot in Wild, whereas other people I heard mentioning getting 5 or 6 SPS, we're talking in gold, in Modern, so that's roughly 10 times, right? So, and with the changes that are going to take effect after the ranked league play changes, these changes, first of all, are not going to take effect at the end of the month. Okay, so the ranked play changes are going to take effect, but what you earned is not going to change until they work on it and get everything ironed out. Okay, I just want to be on a level surface here. So we're going to see the ranked league changes at the end of the month, but we're still going to get chests. We're not going to see a change in that. Now, directly after that, they're going to work on that process. Now, after that, what happens is that we're basically losing chests, and the SPS that was given out in chests will be dumped into these two large pools. You will have a large pool for modern and a large pool for wild. Okay, and we know that there are far fewer people playing in modern at this point in time, so you're earning a lot more per win in modern. However, it's a lot tougher battles, right? Okay, I'm not going to pretend that that's not tougher, right? Now, in wild, there's a lot of people playing, but there's also a ton of people playing with bots like myself. Okay, I've been using Archmage since it came out, and generally what I've earned has changed over time. But there's going to be a much larger disparity between the two because since we lose the SPS in chests, what is earned per win just on regular battles is going to inflate. Okay. Now, with this idea in mind, I'm just, on my not treadmill, my elliptical, listening to Dwayne talk about, had some very good points, and I agree with him. I don't necessarily agree that I'm going to change over, but he's definitely got me thinking about it, right? But another idea occurred to me, okay, because I use Archmage, and Archmage charges me a fee on my daily chests, okay, and every match it plays and wins, right? And we'll take a look at this, but it charges me a fee, and I also know the XBot token charges a fee as well. Now, there's a third service we're going to mention here in a minute as well that doesn't charge a fee, but my main point is that early on in the Archmage, right when it came out and there for a while, it charged a flat percentage right across the board. Okay, it charged it on end of season chests, daily chests, every win with every battle. Okay, and then after a while they changed it so you did not get charged on your end of season chest. Okay, they pulled back a little bit. At that point in time, I was thinking about moving away from Archmage, but that solidified me, and I stayed with it. So I've been largely happy with Archmage. I do understand that over the last year, a lot of people have said that XBot gets a higher amount of wins, and I'm sure it depends upon how good of collection you have and the algorithms that each bot are using. I'm not going to dive into that, but my main point here is that because chests are going away and that end of season chest load, which I depended upon to get a few extra SPS on a weekly basis to bring me back from everything I was paying to Archmage, I'm not going to have that anymore. Okay, so everything is going to be one flat rate across the board, plus what is earned on each battle is going to go up. So their fees, if they stay stagnant, stay the same, they're going to be getting a lot more money off of us. Okay. Now, I'm not against the company doing good. I'm trying to look out for myself, right? And I'm trying to pass this idea along. I'm trying to play my account on a usual basis so I can earn in this game without giving up anything from what I have or potential earnings. I don't want to give up any potential earnings from what I've invested in the game, okay? And I've loved the service. I've been on board since I had to sit out my truck at lunchtime trying to get through and get one of the early access tokens, right? And failing on my phone because I had a poor reception at the time. Besides the point. But you get my idea here. So what we pay if you are using XBot or Archmage is going to go up. Okay, so let's take a look at these. First of all, I'm going to look at Archmage because I'm most familiar with this. Now, hopefully you can read this, but this is the distribution here. So if you have an alpha token, you pay 15%. If you have a beta token, you pay 25%. And if you have a standard token, you pay 35%. That's standard across the board for Archmage. You pay it on daily chests and you pay it on every win. Okay, you do not pay it on season ending chests. Okay, let's look over here at XBot. And if you're familiar with XBot and I say something wrong, go ahead and leave in the comments and I'll correct myself on the next video. Okay, but looking at XBot's page here, it shows that the regular token and the light token take 30% or 5%, excuse me, and the mini takes 30%. Now, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they are no longer minting regular and light tokens, but they're all going to the mini token. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we can use these percentages. Either way, the XBot token is a lot lower as far as percentage what you draw off of the token, okay? And we're not even talking original prices now. I do believe the XBot token is more expensive up front than the Archmage token unless you try to get like an alpha or beta token. We're just looking at percentages. So either way, whatever percentage you're paying, the actual amount that's going to go out from your pockets, basically from your winnings, is going to go up because the winnings are going to go up. So Okay, now with that said, I reached out to Archmage and Xbot on Discord this morning, and both devs or people in with the products replied to me that since this news is so new, they are considering what the changes would be if they put changes into place. So basically put, they haven't had time to work out the numbers yet, but they are considering it. So if they do change, then I will go ahead and do an update to this video and put out the numbers, because we, as users, we need to know that. So myself, my feeling is I think they should bring the numbers down. So I'm considering now changing services. But there's a third service I want to look at, and this is called Splintermate. And a shout out to KGM Jams. I will leave a link to this video where he went over the Splintermate service because he uses it. Now, this is another one of these services that does a lot of different things. It can do a lot of different things for you as far as in controlling your Splinterlands account, okay? But one of the things it can do is it can play your account for you. Okay, and it has a lot of the settings. Now, I'm not here to do a full in-depth review of any of these or even do a comparison. All I'm doing is, well, a lightweight comparison. I'm just comparing the percentages. Now, Splintermate is $1 a month. Flat, across the board, you pay $1 a month, and that's it. It doesn't draw a percentage off of what you play. It doesn't draw a percentage off of your winnings, anything like that. So I'm also strongly considering Splintermate. So everything's in the running for me as I consider, moving forward after this big change. Okay, so with that said, it's a lot of information to take in, but I wanted to get this out here because I thought it was a valid idea and a thing to consider. Now, I think Dwayne's right. I think you need to strongly consider, do you have the time and do you want to put in the effort to play your account manually and potentially win 10, 15, 20 times what you would off of staying in wild with a bot? Or do you want to switch services depending upon which service is a little bit cheaper to use, or maybe which service has the better bot? But I think that changes from time to time. So it's something to think about, and hopefully that puts a little something in your brain so you're thinking about it if you're a bot user. Okay, that's my point for now. Now, with that said, hopefully you saw my last video yesterday about my upcoming live stream, which we have a lot of giveaways. We're celebrating my 500 subscriber mark, and I've went over that this week thanks to all my new subscribers and old subscribers alike, but tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern time, that is February 17th, at 11:30 Eastern time, we're going to have my usual live stream. It's going to go longer than normal, a half hour longer, so it'll go from 11:30 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, and we've got a ton of stuff to give away. So pretty much the whole time we're going to be playing giveaways and talking about the various games that we're giving things away from, all Hive blockchain games. So now, after that, we have, whenever the next, or it would be the first airdrop from Rebellion goes live, I believe in about 6 days, we have a couple of the rage cards that were donated by a benefactor to the channel to give away. And after those go live and he can get them to me, then we'll do that in the following live stream, and we'll give those away. Okay, now wrapping this up, I want to say there are 2 other persons giving away rage cards as well. Please visit KGM Jam, and I've got his channel up right here on YouTube. And obviously like and subscribe, leave a comment on some of his recent videos, etc. And he will also be giving a couple rage cards away. And if you get around over on Twitch, I keep getting those messed up. Go to Buns, Bags, and Caps. Buns, Bags, and Caps. Okay, he will also be giving a couple away. So if you do the Twitch thing, go ahead and subscribe there as well. Give him a shout out. watch some videos. Same thing with KGM jams. Okay, that's all I got for you. Thanks for dropping by. This has been Bronze Dragon, and hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy, and I will see you on the flip side.